Need your Pultex Speed Rotax Micromax. That'll be your Pultex Speed Rotax Micromax. Need you to the grid. You are pre-grid. Minimax, you're on the grid. So your TS Racing box stock seat are going to take their qualifying. As always, the 4-lap qualifiers will run down the points in your box stock senior. Doug Moff, your current points leader. Doug still looking for his first feature win here in the 2012 season. 3 second-place finishes. Of course, your 2011 champion, Joey Miller, has swept the last 3 races. Joey currently in that second spot. Close it in on that top spot in the point standings. Randy Ballmer sitting third in the point standings. Glenn Fisher fourth, and Michael Clark in the top 5 in your box stock senior point standings. So the field will get ready to attack this beautiful track here in Orlando. Obviously, been a couple years since the Florida Karting Championship Series been here in Orlando. And Andres and his staff here have done an outstanding job, repaved this track, and really have got it in great shape. As the Florida Karting Championship Series working on their 5th out of 6 races here in the 2012 season. So box stock senior going to cycle around. We'll get some times for you as they continue to work around the track. And Joey Miller in the 00, Fisher in the 48, Michael Clark in the 12, Waters in the 20, Randy Ballmer in the 76. Asa Fromming in the 14, Tim Savino in the number 5, Tom Bodie in the 1. Right now, Joey Miller with fast time. Joey with 2 completed laps, 1 minute, 4 seconds, .629 for Joey Miller. Finchner is in that second spot, 106.516. Doug Moff, current points leader. Doug right now sits third, 106.895 for Doug Moff. Michael Clark sitting fourth, Tim Waters fifth. Joey Miller going to work his way off of turn number 6 as he cycles around. Joey Miller, fast time, 104.580. Glenn Fisher still sitting in that second spot. Fisher with 3 completed laps, 106.382 for Glenn Fisher sitting in that second spot. Glenn Fisher sitting in the 4th spot in the point standings. Best finish this year, had a couple third-place finishes. At Anderson, finished 3rd at Anderson. Race number 2 at a 3rd-place finish for Fisher, who's currently sitting 4th in the point standings. Right now, Joey Miller sitting on top of that chart right now with fast time, 104.537. Glenn Fisher, 4 laps complete, 105.643. 105.643 for Fisher. Right now, good enough for second. Randy Ballmer, third, 106.436. Moffett will be 4th. Michael Clark, 5th. So, white flag in the air one more time as we work on your TS Racing Box Stock Senior. So, Billy, you give them the checker flag as they'll cycle around. Joey Miller locking up quick time, 104.537 for Joey Miller. It'll put him on the pole. So, Joey Miller turning quick time. Glenn Fisher will be in that second spot, 105.643 for Fisher. Randy Ballmer will be 3rd. Doug Moff 4th. Michael Clark 5th. Jason Fromming will be 6th. Waters 7th. Salvino will be in the 7th spot. Will drop Waters to 8th. Tom Bodie will be 9th. But again, Joey Miller locking up pole position as he turns A 104.537 for Joey Miller, your 2011 points champion. Will be Rotax Minimax. This will be Rotax Minimax taking the track. Rotax Micromax, you are pre-grid. Need Rotax Senior to the grid. Or AAA Sod and Supply Rotax Minimax. Been a great run for Olivia Bellinger. Olivia in that 5'10", current points leader. Bellinger with 2 wins this season. Ramirez second in the point standings. Christian Cole third. In your Minimax class, Devin Bowerman fourth. And Ruben Grillet, your top 5 in the point standings. And in your AAA Sod and Supply Minimax, as the field will continue to work around, Bellinger right now sitting up there at fast time, 57.399. Bellinger fast time. Ramirez in the 5:30. Luke Genovese in the 54. Bowerman in the 12. Vincenzo Seraciano in the number 10. Mike Hornberg in the 5:35. Joseph Tarabelli in the field. Joseph in the number 25 as the field will continue to work their way around. Two laps complete for Ramirez. That'll put him on the leaderboard, 57.250 for Ramirez. Bellinger will continue to cycle around for lap number 2 for Bellinger. Oh, Billy going to get the white flag right now. Ramirez fast time, 57.250. Bellinger second, 57.399. Michael Benania now third. That'll be the 5:21. Michael now third. Ruben Grillet will be fourth. Saraceno is now fifth. Luke Genovese will be sixth. Devin Bowerman seventh. Hornberg is now eighth. So we'll see the checker flag next time by with Ramirez's fast time. So Ramirez setting fast time 57.250. Bellinger second with a 57.399. Vignano will be third. Fourth will be Ruben Gillett. Fifth will be Luke Genovese. So rolling up next, your Poltec Speed Rotax Micromax. They'll take the field. Devin Buteau starting this weekend as your current points leader. Devin opened up the season with 3 straight wins, finished 4th at Anderson. Aiden Keel second in the point standings. Aiden had a great season going, 4 top 5 finishes. Ian Keel sits 3rd, Dylan Gennaro 4th, and Ricardo Villesmill in the top 5 in your Rotax Micromax. As the field will take their qualifying laps as they'll work it out for qualifying again. Rotax Micromax. Rotax Senior needs it to the grid. KPP Junior, your pre-grid. Nicholas Bruckner in the 4.74. Gonzalez in the 57. Devin Buteau in the 4.08. Got some great drivers in the field. And Altorino in the 88. Dylan De Niro will be in the number 18. Alan Shedd in the number 65. So the field will cycle around as they continue to work their way around, working on your Rotax Micromax. Need Rotax Senior, you're on the grid. KPP Junior, you are pre-grid. So 2 completed laps. Tyler Gonzalez now fast time 101.724 for Gonzalez. Bruckner now second. Devin Buteau to move up into that third spot. That'll be Devin Buteau now third. Colton fourth. Ian Keel fifth. Aiden Keel now sixth. Looking at some pretty quick times with Gonzalez. 101.724 for Gonzalez. Ian Keel, Aiden Keel. Ian right now fifth. Aiden Keel sixth. Dylan De Niro seventh. Carter Villesmill is ninth. Fairbairn will be in that 10th spot. But right now, Gonzalez fast time 101.724 for Gonzalez. Running through the field, James Marsh currently in the 12th spot for Marsh. Nepper will be in the 13th spot. Jake currently 13th. Jordan Hefner is 14th. Good looking field of drivers as they continue to work their way around. Gonzalez completing lap number 3, 101.724, still fast time. Bruckner second, Devin Buteau third, Colton fourth, fifth it'll be Ian Keel. So Billy going to give him the white flag. We'll send him around one more time. Pole Tech Speed, Rotax Micromax. And don't forget, live broadcast. Just go to the website, FLWKSprintSeries.com. And you'll be able to follow along throughout the entire day. If you have family around the country, around the world, want to tune in, we'll have the broadcast right here from Orlando Kart Center in Orlando, Florida, all weekend long. Live timing and scoring. Of course, we'll have all the camera shots all weekend long, including qualifying. All the pre-finals and finals live at the website, FLWKSprintSeries.com. As we continue to work our way to the tail end of the last couple laps, Rotax Micromax. With Gonzalez fast time 101.724. Bruckner still second. Devin Buteau third. Colton still fourth. Ian Keel fifth. Billy going to shake the checker flag. I'll wave that checker flag. So on that final lap, Nicholas Brooker will take over the top spot. He will lock up the pole, 101.557. Gonzalez will drop to second. Devin Buteau third. Colton will be fourth. Ian Keel rounding out your top five. Following up next will be Rotax Senior. This will be your Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior. Running down the points, top five, Nick Neri, your overall points leader. Moving into race number 5, Neri has swept the first 4 races. 4 feature wins this season for Neri. Sitting on the top spot in the point standings. Andrew Evans is second. Jonathan Kuttite third. Brandon Salyer fourth. Ann Hayden. Been an outstanding season for Ann Hayden. Top 5 in the point standings. And with a best finish of 5th this season. Andrew Evans, a solid season for Andrew. A couple second place finishes this season. And he's been right there knocking on the door looking for that first feature win of the 2012 season. Andrew Evans second in the point standings. So Ocala Grand Prix. Rotax Senior making their way around. Right now, Neri with fast time, 55.366 for Neri. Neri in the 151. Michael Melikon in the 4. Dan Roper in the 5. Tarzak in the 47. Brandon Sellier in the 172. Roger Rolson in the field in the 11. Jan Alexandra in the number 148. Mario Hayden in the 113. So good looking field of drivers in your Rotax Senior with Neri overall fast time. Neri with a 55.366. Jonathan Kuttite now second. Third, it'll be Andrew Evans. Micah Melikon now in that 4 spot. Michael with a quick lap, 55.801 for Melikon. Roper, 5th, 55.853. That'll be the number 50, currently 5th. Right now, trying to run down Nick Neri. Overall fast time, 55.366 for Neri. Jonathan Kuttite now second, 55.431 for Jonathan. Andrew Evans is third. Fourth, it'll be the 47. Isaac in the 47, currently 4th, 5th. Mario Alfredo in the 113. Mario now 5th. Michael Melikon will drop to 6th. Roper 7th. Brandon Salyer will be 8th. Rolston 9th. John Alexandra will be in that 10th spot. So checker flag will drop as the field will cycle around. So Neri got to lock up that pole, 55.366 for Neri. Tail end there in the last lap. Jonathan Kuttite will take over that top spot. He'll lock up the pole on that final lap. So Jonathan turns a 55.348. That'll be 55.348. Andrew Evans really whipped it in that final last couple turns. That'll put Andrew Evans second. That'll put Neri third. So Jonathan Kuttite locking up that pole position. Jonathan off to a good start here in Orlando. So moving on now to your best transmissions. This will be KPP Junior. KPP Junior. Need Tag Cadet to the grid. That'll be Tag Cadet. Need you to the grid. We'll need Tag Junior. Tag Junior. KPP Junior or Austin Jordan, the number 32. Justin Grinder will be in a 151. Ashley Rogero in the 17. Eddie Rodriguez in the 18. Derek Sobel in the number 5. And your best transmissions, KPP Junior class. Sobel starting this weekend as your current points leaders. Run deuces all the way across the board in the first 4 races. Ashley Rogero sitting second in the point standings. Austin Jordan, a great run for Austin Jordan. Austin with 3 top 5 finishes. Best finished third twice. Did it at Anderson. Opened up the season at Homestead finishing third. Justin Greiner fourth. Eddie Rodriguez fifth in the point standings. So with 2 completed laps, Ashley Rogero fast time 56.600. 56.600. Ashley Rogero. Austin Jordan with a 58.093 for Austin Jordan second. Justin Kreiner third. Sobel fourth. Rodriguez fifth. Need Tag Cadet to the grid. That'll be Tag Cadet. Need you to the grid. The 5 of Derek Sobel going to retire that kart. Derek sitting fourth in qualifying out of the 5 karts. As the white flag will hang, we'll send him around one more time. Yeah, and Ashley with fast time did it in lap number 2, 56.600. So Ashley will lock up that time, 56.600. Ashley Rogero picking up that pole position. Austin Jordan second. Justin Kreiner third. Derek will be fourth. Eddie Rodriguez will round out your top 5. Up next will be Tag Cadet. This will be Tag Cadet. Need Tag Junior to the grid. Tag Masters to the grid. And we check the point standings in your Tag Cadet. Seve DePinto starting this weekend as your points leader. Will be a Bellinger sitting second. Bellinger, a feature win this season, picked up a win in race number 2. Mayo Livingston third in the point standings. Ramirez fourth, and Ruben Grillet your top 5 in the point standings. As we work on qualifying Tag Cadet. Right now, Ramirez fast time, 1 minute, .003 for Ramirez. Seve DePinto in that second spot, Bellinger third, Livingston fourth. Ruben Grillet will be fifth, Vignale will be sixth. Vincenzo Saraceno now seventh. Bruckner will be eighth. Justin Gordon ninth. Jason Yarborough 10th. Seve DePinto continuing to work his way around right now. Seve sitting in that second spot. Got some very good drivers in your Tag Cadet class. You really got to run down that field. Boy, any of these drivers could pick up that victory here this weekend in Orlando. As they'll continue to cycle around, Ramirez with 2 laps complete, still ahead of the leaderboard. Seve second, Bellinger third. Grillet fourth, Livingston fifth, Vignale will be sixth, Saraceno seventh, Bruckner eighth, Justin Gordon ninth, Jason Yarborough still 10th. As Billy will give him the white flag, so we'll send him around one more time. Need Tag Junior to the grid, Tag Masters, your pre-grid. So Ramirez looking to cycle around for the final time. There's Ramirez going to work off turn number 14 for the final time. So Ramirez is going to lock up your pole position, 1 minute, .003. Seve will be second, Bellinger third. Vignale will be fourth, Livingston fifth, Grillet sixth, Yarborough seventh. Saraceno will be eighth, Bruckner ninth, and Gordon will round out your top 10. Well, rolling up next will be your Tag Junior, Rysa Racing Tag Junior, a full field of drivers. Good-looking field. Running down your top 5 in the point standings. Oliver Askew, current points leader. Oliver with 3 straight wins. That'll be the driver going to try to run him down this weekend. Alex Hornberg sitting second in the point standings. Derek Sobel third. Calvin Warren fourth in the point standings. Ryan Norberg running out your top 5 in your Rysa Racing Tag Junior point standings. As the field will work their way around to complete lap number 1 for qualifying. Again, it'll be 2 groups to qualify here in your Tag Junior. It'll be 2 groups. So 1 completed lap. Derek Sobel will take the lead right now. 55.015 for Derek. Dustin Strauss second. Quinton at number 98 is third. Aiken Porter will be fourth. Dylan Bucci will move into that 6th spot. Now we'll see Porter will flip-flop with Bucci. Porter will be 6th. Bucci 7th. Darren Keene 8th. Lockwood 9th. Chris Maxim will be 10th. Rounding out your top 10. Again, it'll be 2 groups to qualify in your Tag Junior. Another outstanding turnout in the Tag Junior class, one of the premier classes here with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Now Billy will hang out. The white flag will send him around one more time with Derek Sobel. Still fast time. 54.674 for Derek ahead of the leaderboard. Dustin Strauss is second. 55.683. A pretty good lap for Dustin. Benjamin Armaya now will move into the 3rd spot. So Benjamin with a 55.769. That'll put Benjamin 3rd. Porter 4th. Eddie Rodriguez going to drop down into that 7th spot. Best lap for Eddie, 56.336. That's got Rodriguez currently sitting 7th as a checker will drop. So overall fast time in group number 1, 54.674. Derek Sobel turning that lap. Did it in lap number 3, 54.674. So group number 2 going to roll out. Fast time, 54.674. Derek Sobel turning that lap in number 3, lap 3. I'm actually seeing the times picking up. Once these drivers seem to get around for lap 2 and 3, they seem to pick up the pace. So group 2 will roll out your Tag Junior. Oliver Askew will be in the number 38. Alex Hornberg in the number 9. Ryan Norberg in the 48. Calvin Warren in the 11. Sarah Metcalf in the 12. Sasha Braun-Weibel in the 21. Mason Carroll in the 23. Megan Winfrey will be in the number 7. Sebastian Sierra in the number 4. A.J. Myers in the 28. Trent Instep in the 00. So a good-looking field of drivers. Dominic Tesoro in the 29. So group number 2 rolling out. Tag Jr. Yeah, what a great-looking field of drivers in the Tag Junior class. Rysa Racing Tag Junior. We talk about talent. They are in this field right here as they continue to work on group number 2 qualifying. Overall fast time, group 1, Derek Sobel, 54.674. And you look back, Derek did that in lap number 3 and running down the times, although some of the drivers did very well early on. Cowan Warren, again, lap number 1, just got done saying how these drivers do well once they get a couple laps in there. Cowan Warren, lap number 1, gets him second, 54.858 for Cowan Warren. That'll put him second as he's on the charge. Oliver Askew now third, Ryan Norberg fourth. So just as I said, it took these other drivers of group number 1 a couple laps to get up to some good speeds. Cowan, Warren, Askew, and Norberg all showing me something different as they did in lap number 1. Turned out some pretty quick times as they'll continue to cycle around. Overall fast time, Derek Sobel, 54.674. That's the time to beat right now. Sebastian Sierra will move up to second with a 54.738. Cowan Warren still sitting in that third spot. Askew fourth. A.J. Myers hops up into the top 5. So A.J. turned it a pretty quick lap number 2. Turns a 55.302. Right now, A.J. Myers fifth. Ryan Norberg will be 6th. Alex Hornberg 8th. Well, Billy, give him the white flag. We'll send him around one more time. We'll see if Sierra, Cowan, Warren, or Norberg can reel in Derek Sobel for that pole position. They'll cycle around for the final time. Overall fast speed, 54.674, the time to beat. Sierra second, Cowan Warren third, Norberg fourth, fifth it'll be Oliver Askew. Really getting a good shot at him right here in front of turn 7. These drivers come off turn 6. They get some good speed and head into that turn number 7. It'll be some exciting racing. They really come to turn 6, 7, 8, and they really fly into turn number 9. So checker flag in hand. And Billy will wave that checker flag. We'll see if Sierra, Cowan, Warren, and Norberg Askew will see if they get enough to bump off Derek Sobel for that pole position as they'll cycle around. Norberg going to sit third after qualifying for Norberg after lap number 4. So Norberg not going to be able to move up that leaderboard. Still several drivers going to cycle around. So that'll lock it up. Derek Sobel takes the pole, 54.674. Sebastian Sierra second, Norberg third. Cowan Warren will be fourth. Fifth, it'll be Oliver Askew. Sixth, it'll be A.J. Myers. Hornberg will be seventh. Dustin Strauss will be eighth. Mine will be in that ninth spot. And Porter rounding out your top 10. So picking up the pole, Derek Sobel. Keel and Curley, Tag Master is going to roll up next. That'll be Tag Masters running down their top 5 in the point standings. Scott Roberts rolls in here to Orlando as your current points leader, but back-to-back wins for Scott. Scored the victory in Fort Myers and backed it up at Anderson. So back-to-back wins for your points leader, Scott Roberts. Brad Sanders sitting second in the point standings. Threes have been wild for him. The last 3 races, he's finished third after opening up the season at Homestead with a win. Brad Sanders sitting second in the point standings. John Dalton sits third. Fourth, it's Francois Bonwevo. Jason Hefner running out your top 5 in the point standings. The need Box Stock Sportsman Junior 1. You are pre-grid. Yeah, special thanks to some of our sponsors here with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Great folks at Brad's Heating and Cooling right there in Jacksonville. Temperatures starting to heat up. You want to get that AC checked before it gets real hot here in Florida. Right there in Jacksonville, Brad's Heating and Cooling. Special thanks to the great folks at Burris Racing. Visit them online at burrisracing.com. For all of your racing needs, check them out, burrisracing.com. Special thanks to the great folks at Devine Design. Special thanks to DPI Racing, DPISuperstore.com for all of your racing needs. Check them out. Special thanks to Harvest Motorsports, one of our class sponsors. And thanks to Tony down at Homestead Karting. Check them out online at homesteadkarting.net. Also for all of your trophy needs, K2 Trophies and Awards. And look for those racing trophies, maybe baseball plaques, pins, whatever they got, or whatever you need, they have it at K2 Trophies and Awards. Visit them online at k2awards.com. Tag Masters going to roll out for their qualifying. Scott Roberts in the 628. Francois Bonwevo in the 07. Armaya in the 623. David Evans in the 77. George Gamble in the 17. Annie Kalali in the number 24. Rodriguez in the 8. Mark Thomas in the 86. Hector Rodriguez, always great to see Hector, a great competitor. Racing with the series for quite a while. Hector Rodriguez in the number 89. John Dalton in the 911. Jeff Schmidt in the 96. Jason Hefner in the 655. So working on your Tag Masters. They'll work their way around. Keel and Curley, Tag Masters on the clock as they make their way around. Box Stock Sportsman Junior 1, you're on the grid. Box Stock Junior, you're pre-grid. After 2 laps, Scott Roberts right now ahead of the leaderboard, 55.736 for Scott Roberts. Hefner now second, Sanders third. Francois Bonrival fourth. Mike Armai will be in the 5th spot. John Dalton 6th. Danny Kaleli 7th. Hector Rodriguez 8th. David Evans 9th. Jeff Schmidt 10th. As the white flag will hang, so we'll send him one more time around. And right now, Scott Roberts with fast time. As I said, Scott coming in this weekend. Back-to-back wins, winning at Fort Myers, backed it up last month. And Anderson finishing first at a second-place finish in race 2. And then opened up the season at Homestead, finished third for points leader Scott Roberts. Well, Scott's really been on a solid run all season long with 4 top 3 finishes, including 2 wins this season. Right now, Scott Roberts, fast time, 55.736. Jason Hefner now second. Francois Bonrival third. Sanders back to 4th. 5th, it'll be the 623. Amaya in at 623. So Scott Roberts not messing around here this weekend. He's rolling in with back-to-back first-place finishes, and he'll pick up the pole. So Roberts turning to 55.736, puts him on the pole. 55.736 for Roberts. So making their way out for qualifying, Box Stock Sportsman Junior 1 as we run down the top 5 of the point standings. A.J. McKinney, current points leader. A.J. with 4 top 5 finishes, including a win at Anderson. Hunter Padilla sitting second in the point standings. Hunter opened up the season at Homestead with a win. Backed it up at a third-place finish at Anderson. Nash Dunn sits third in the point standings. National winner at Fort Myers. Jacob Howard sitting fourth in the point standings. Jacob, they win this season. And Jordan Fowler, top 5 in the point standings. As the field will work their way around, Box Stock Sportsman Junior 1. Brands Heating and Cooling, Box Stock Junior 1. With 2 completed laps right now, Hunter Padilla fast time 102.652. So Hunter right now fast time. A.J. McKinney with a 103.795. Nash Dunn sits third. Jacob Howard fourth. Allen said will be in the fifth spot. Zachary Turn at a 107.615 as they continue to work their way around. Brad's Heating and Cooling, Box Stock, Sportsman Junior 1. Turn fast time. Hunter Padilla turns a 102.652. So Padilla will be on the pole. Nash Dunn second, McKinney third. Jacob Howard and Hollinshead will run out your top 5. So Padilla turns fast time. Box Stock Junior now going to work out for their qualifying. It'll be Box Stock Junior. With 3 laps complete, Evan Cowan, fast time, 104.840. That'll be the number 4, Evan Cowan. Jacob Howard, fast lap, 105.163. So Evan Cowell will turn fast time, box stock junior. Evan turning a quick lap, 104.376. So that'll wrap it up for qualifying. We'll run down to all your fast time qualifiers here in just a minute. But again, we'll take our lunch break. It'll be a 30-minute lunch break. We'll correct that. It'll be our workers' break. It'll give us a 10-minute workers' break, so we'll correct that. Again, we'll get set for pre-finals. We'll need kid carts to the grid, box stock senior. So once again, this will be our workers' break only. So it'll be about a 15-minute workers' break for our workers to get some fluids. But again, we'll get back here at about 11:05. Again, it'll be 11:05. We'll get set for our pre-finals with kid carts. We'll need box stock senior. You are pre-grid for your pre-finals. So once again, it'll be our workers' break only. So we'll need kid cart drivers to the grid, and box stock senior will need you to the grid for your 10-lap pre-finals. So as we take a look at qualifying in your TS Racing box stock senior, Joey Miller with fast time 104.537. That'll put Joey Miller on the pole, TS Racing box stock senior. In your AAA sod and supply Rotax Minimax, Elias Ramirez picking up 1 of 2 poles today. Ramirez turned into 57.250, so Ramirez on your pole position in your AAA sod and supply Rotax Minimax. In the Pultec Speed Rotax Micromax, Nicholas Bruckner will pick up fast time. Nicholas turning a 101.557. In the Ocala Grand Prix Rotax Senior, Jonathan Cuttite will set fast time. Jonathan turning a quick lap of 55.348. In your MG Tires Tag Cadet, Ramirez picking up his second pole of the day. Ramirez turning 1 minute, .003. That is your fast time. MG Tires Tag Cadet. In your Rysa Racing Tag Junior, Derek Sobel sets fast time 54.674. In your Keel and Curley Tag Master, Scott Roberts sets fast time 55.736. Box stock junior 1, Hunter Padilla turning quick lap 102.652. In your box stock junior overall fast time, Evan Cowan 104.376. We need kid cart drivers to the grid. That'll be kid cart drivers. Box stock senior, you are pre-grid. Box stock senior, you're pre-grid for your pre-final. Pre-finals will be 10 laps. Pre-finals will be 10 laps. Finals will be 14 laps. Again, kid carts to the grid. Box stock senior, need you pre-grid. 14 turns, right?
Something like that.
You know what that turn is going down to the very end?
Yeah.
In that bar car corner? What is that?
It's 180. Damn.
No, no, I mean, what number is that?
What's front second?
Yeah. You're on.
What I'm going to say, huh?
Where the flag guy stands.
You're going straight down.
If you want to support the Martin's College Fund or the Martin's Tennis Fund, you can buy lap times right outside of the scales. They are selling lap times. The unique thing with what they're selling, your lap times are broken down into 3 sectors. Sector 1 goes from the start finish line to the pit in. Sector 2 goes from pit in to the braking zone on the hairpin. And Sector 3 is from the hairpin back to start finish line. You are able to compare all your split times to every other competitor in the track. So if you're half second behind and you don't know where you're behind, the split times will allow you to know exactly where you're fast and where you're slow. Maybe you have a gear and you're going too fast down the straightaway, but you're not going fast enough down on the more technical section. So if you're interested, just go see them at the start at Scales. They have all the results and they can print out any heat at any time. And 100% of the proceeds goes to the kids. Dad pays the bills, make sure that everything is working. Kids make the money. Anyway, it's really cool. You can see all the split times of all the drivers. If you think you're struggling in a sector, you know exactly how fast your competitors are. Outside the scales. Name is Julia Martins and Franco Martins. Thank you. Enjoy the racing. Not racing?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Like the track?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Did you drive it yesterday?
Yes. All day yesterday. I was so tired. Talk to Silvana. Tell Silvana to get the guy that's on the Blake, not Blake. The kid in the over there. Tell him to come here. No, the kid. Tell Silvana to get somebody else. Give him your radio to him. You hand it to him personally, and then you can go. Okay. Okay. Tell Jessica what time you're coming. Whoa. That doesn't seem very safe.
So underway for our pre-finals of the day. As I said earlier, pre-finals will be 10 laps. Finals will be 14 laps as your Devine Design Kid Kart drivers make their way out. Jeremy Fletcher in the number 308. Chase Hefner in the 99. Lucas Rodriguez in the 95. Valentino Mini in the 77. Matthias Freeberry in the 5. Alessandro Dotello in the number 20. Alika Pacedo in the number 22. Connor Toole in the 50. So stars of tomorrow with the Florida Karting Championship Series, ages 5 to 7. Attacking this large track here. 14 turns here at the Orlando Kart Center. Repaved, really nice job by all the great folks here at Orlando Kart Center. Andre's doing an outstanding job. Nice looking pavement job here at the Orlando Kart Center as we work on race number 5 here with the Florida Karting Championship Series. Boxstock Senior, you're now on the grid. Boxstock Senior, you're on the grid. Pre-grid, Rotax Minimax. Rotax Minimax, you are pre-grid. Seeing a couple good packs of racing here with your Kid Kart drivers. Chase Hefner up there going to lead that first group into turn number 11. Jason at number 99, that blue cart. Just amazing how well these youngsters have adapted to all the different tracks. And really, when you take a look at all the tracks starting down at Homestead, then heading up to Ocala, Fort Myers, Anderson Raceway Park, and again, really seeing some different tracks, different styles of racing. And these youngsters do an outstanding job each and every race here at the Florida Karting Championship Series. Linus Freeberry in the 5, Dillo in the number 20, Alika in the 22, Valentino Mini in the 77, Connor in the 50, Lucas Rodriguez in the 95, Jeremy Fletcher in the 308, Chase Hefner in the 99. Really see a couple of good packs of racing. Kid Karts ages 5 to 7 here with the Florida Karting Championship Series. It's a pretty good race at here off of turn 7. Jeremy Fletcher in the 308. Chase Hefner at number 99. Lucas Rodriguez in the 95. Valentino Mini in the 77. Theus Freeberry in the number 5. Unbelievable how quick these youngsters adapt to these tracks as they'll get ready to move up some of these drivers into the junior classes next year. Now they'll continue to cycle around. We'll need Boxstock Senior. Boxstock Senior needs you on the grid. Rotax Minimax, your pre-grid. So that'll wrap it up for our pre-final with our Devine Design Kit Kart drivers doing an outstanding job. As they'll get set a little bit later on, we'll see them for 14 laps for their final. Let the fun begin. Yeah, that's nice there. So rolling up next, your TS Racing Box Stock Senior 10 laps. 2011 points champion Joey Miller on the pole. Glenn Fisher outside row 1. Row 2, Randy Ballmer. Randy Ballmer will be starting third. Doug Moff fourth. Fifth, it'll be Michael Clark in the number 12. Billy going to give him the green. We're underway. Tim Salvino in the number 5. Jason Fromming in the 14. Tim Waters in the 20. And Tom Bodie in the number 1. Yeah, and Miller's run the last 3 races. He swept the last 3 wins. Joey did not race down at Homestead. Your 2011 champion did the same thing last year. Kind of flip-flopped it. Ran the first 5 in 2011. And Miller running the last 3 races, and he has been your top dog right now, sitting second in the point standings, Joey Miller. And Joey setting fast time earlier this morning with a 1:01.537 for Joey Miller. So Joey will cycle around as he completes lap number 1. He'll head to the start-finish line. Glenn Fisher will move into that second spot as they work their way into turn number 5. Joey Miller starting to open up a decent lead early on as he'll head down into turn number 7. There's Joey now coming into turn 7. A little bit of a separation, top 4 drivers. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, all heavy traffic now as they come into turn 7. And he'll continue to move around. The 5 machine of Salvino going to pick up a spot. He'll jump up 1 position. Now Salvino in the 5 scoots up a spot as he works his way into turn 10. It's a pretty good race in there. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th as they head into turn 11. Yeah, 2nd, 3rd, 4th as they work their way into turn number 1. Fitchner, Moff, and Ballmer. And race leader Doug Miller now going to work his way into turn number 4. Continue to open up that gap. Miller, your 2011 points champion. As I said, Miller's won the last 3 races that he's been in. Skipped the race at Homestead. And right now, Joey Miller works off turn number 6. He'll head into turn 7, continue to hold on to that top spot. Fitchner running second as Fitchner now heads into turn number 7. Miller heads into turn 9 with about a 2.3 second lead for Joey Miller. Joey, quick lap here in this race, 104.815 for Joey Miller. A little race there for that 6th place position into turn 14. Michael Clark with Salvino behind him. Clark in the 12, Salvino in the number 5. They'll head to turn number 1. Again, Joey Miller continued to open up that gap. Now Miller work his way into turn number 6. There's Joey Miller. Fincher holding on the second. All of a sudden, Doug Moff going to be a little battle there. Him and Randy Ballmer are going to do battle for third. There's your leader into turn 7. Fitchner now comes off of turn number 7, trailing your leader by 3.5 seconds. Meantime, Doug Moff gets to work his way around Randy Ballmer. That'll put Moff now third. Ballmer back to 4th. And Doug Moff in the top 5. Again, starting today as your points leader. Doug with 4 top 5 finishes. Finished second 3 times this year. Fifth in the race number 2. And Randy Ballmer off to a very good start here in the first 4 races. Randy best finished third and did that at Fort Myers. Finished 4th at Anderson. Randy Ballmer in at number 76. So Joey Miller continued to walk away right now. Joey Miller, talking about Joey being your 2011 points champion, has took the win in the last 3 races for Joey Miller. Did not race at Homestead, but has solid the last 3 events, has picked up the win. Joey Miller continued to be your leader. Fitchner second. Clark will move up to that 3rd spot. There's Joey Miller off of turn number 7. Fitchner holding on to that 2nd place position. Running 3rd now to be the 46. Moff holding on to that 3rd spot as they continue to move around for positions. Pretty good racing there. That'll be 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Once again, correction in the laps. It'll be 8 laps for your pre-finals, 12 laps for finals. So it's 8 in the pre's and 12 in the finals. So Billy going to give him the 2-lap sign to go. Your one and only leader, the 00 at Joey Miller, continued to go wire to wire. Joey Miller checks off at turn number 5, continued to open up a huge lead now as he heads into turn 6. There's Joey Miller, your leader, off of turn number 7. Mitcher holding on to that 2nd spot. All of a sudden, a good little battle for that 3rd place position. As Joey Miller continued to carry a 6-second lead. Look at this battle now. Moff going to battle around the 76, and he'll pick up that 3rd spot. Doug Moff, Clark, Fitcher, all moving around for that 3rd place position. And they're doing heavy battle coming into turn number 11. There's Joey Miller. He'll head to the line. The race for third, 4-car battle now as they come into turn number 12. Doug Moff doing battle with Palmer as they come off of turn 13. What a battle. That'll be third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all the way into turn number 14. White flag up, 1 to go. Joey Miller long gone into 00. Fitchter holding on to that second spot. Doug Moff, Clark, Bromley, Balmer all moving around. As Balmer will head into turn 7 and watches traffic come into the inside. As Balmer holding on the third as they come into turn number 7. Moff coming hard into turn number 7 in the meantime. Wilson exchange there is Bromley going to take that spot away. So Balmer currently running third. Balmer moves into that 4th spot. As they'll come off of turn number 10, they'll shoot down that long straightaway. Joey Miller will score the win. They get together coming into turn number 12. In the meantime, the 76 machine, Balmer will pick up that 3rd spot as he goes wide off of turn 14, almost lost it, and Balmer will pick up that 3rd spot. So we'll get them lined up, ready to go. Your AAA Sod and Supply Rotax Mini-Max. Diaz Ramirez won at 2 poles today. In the 530, Bellinger outside row 1. Michael Bagnata in the number 521 starting 3rd. Ruben Grillet the 531 starting 4th. 5th it'll be the 54, Luke Genovese. Devin Bowerman into 12 starting 6th. 7th, Vincenzo Saracino. Joseph Terabelling to 25 starting 8th. 9th, it'll be Mikey Hornberg. 10th, it'll be Hancock. 11th, it'll be Philip Varner. 12th, it'll be Justin Gordon. Tercel starting 13th. So ready to go, your AAA Sod and Supply Rotax Mini-Max. They'll be able to come to the stripe. Billy got to look him over. They'll build up that speed. Billy likes what he sees. He lets them go as they head into turn number 1. Again, it'll be 8 laps. They work their way into turn number 3. Ramirez is going to get out to that early lead. So working on your AAA Sod and Supply. Pre-final 8 laps. Good looking field of drivers. They'll head into turn number 10. Again, Ramirez up front in the 5-10 early race leader. Ramirez starting this weekend second in the point standings. Had a disaster down at Anderson, finished 13th overall at Anderson. Again, scored the win at Fort Myers, picked up his one and only win so far this season. Ramirez with 3 top 5 finishes, including a second and a fourth along with that win. And Ramirez will cycle his way around into turn number 7. Got a decent lead now as he heads off at turn 7. Ramirez holding on to the top spot, running second. Vignata in the number 521. Michael off to a good start. Michael starting today, 6th in the point standings. Michael making his 4th start of the season. Michael with 3 top 3 finishes, finished second at Anderson. Michael had a very good run at Anderson. And right now, running second as your leaders work their way into turn 14. Running third is the 5-10, your current points leader, Olivia Bellinger. Outside a disaster he had at Homestead, finished 18th at Homestead, has backed it up with a couple first place wins. And Ramirez holding on to that top position. As it's Ed, your points leader, Bellinger sits third. Bellinger picked up the victory at Fort Myers. Pretty solid run going for the 531. Ruben Gillett in that 531. Need Rotax Micromax. You're on the grid. Rotax Senior, you are pre-grid. So Ramirez continue to move along. 57.809 fast lap time for Ramirez. Ramirez going to head off at turn 5. Continue to open up that lead. Good little battle for second. Bellinger in that 5-10. There's your race leader, Ramirez, continue to break away from the field. Ramirez will work his way to the start-finish line. Still some pretty good racing. Again, Bowerman in at number 12, still trying to do battle for that 4th spot as they'll come to the line. As Ramirez continue to hold on to that top spot. 4 laps complete this time, so at the halfway point, 4 down, 4 to go. Ramirez looking to be the second driver in a row to go wire to wire. We've seen Joey Miller off that pole position, wire to wire. Ramirez right now up front as he'll head right into turn number 7. There's Ramirez. He'll exit off at turn 7. Running second, the 5-10. Bellinger holding on to that second spot, about 1.6 seconds behind your leader. So Bellinger about 1.6 seconds behind your race leader. And Bellinger still under the gun for that second place position. So Ramirez continued to break away from the field. That second place spot, a good little battle for second. Likewise for fourth and fifth, some good racing there as your leader heads into turn number 1. 2 to go. This time by, so we're working on your final 2 to go. In 8-lap pre-finals. Finals will be 12 laps as Ramirez looking to go wire to wire. Ramirez kind of peeking behind his back. Still holds on to about a 1.5 second lead as he heads into turn number 9. And little separation now between Bowerman and Ruben Grillet. Ruben holding on to that position. Right behind him is Bowerman as they continue to work off turn number 10. So we'll pick up the white flag as Ramirez looking to go wire to wire. There's Ramirez now on the entry to turn 14. That separation now between second and third, about 2 kart lengths. As Bellinger holding on to that second place position as he'll head to the line. White flag up, 1 to go. As Ramirez looking to go wire to wire. Ramirez heads into turn 7 for the final time. There's your lead. A little separation now. That second spot and third. So Ramirez looking to go wire to wire. Holding on to that top position. Points leader Bellinger running second, third. It'll be the 521. Michael Mignetti in that 521 sits third. Well, Michael off to a very good start. Had a couple second-place finishes in his finals along with a third-place run. As Checker will drop, so Ramirez will score the win. Bellinger coming home second. Got a little run on your top 3. What's the name, Clint?
What are the names again, Joanne? Sorry. I know one of them's 478, Harry Colton.
Okay.
And Proctor.
What's Proctor's first name?
That last name. Well, I didn't grab her first.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. That's Need Micromax drivers. Harry Colton, we need you to grid. Also Proctor. Those 2 drivers need you to the grid. That'll be Micromax drivers need you to the grid.
Let them know that we're ahead of schedule. We're planning to stay ahead of schedule, so if they're not going to make the grid.
Once again, the Rotax Senior to the grid. Rotax Senior, KPP Junior. Once again, we are just a couple minutes ahead of schedule, so please follow along with the announcements. Want to try to keep you rolling, get you out of here as fast as possible today. So again, as we call you, we are just a couple minutes ahead of schedule. Rotax Micromax, you're on the grid. Rotax Senior, you are pre-grid. We'll need KPP Junior to the grid.
Good there, I could see right here, and then, right around there. I could actually could be going off of turn 9. Just missed that little bit. Yeah. Going in there, I see him coming off. Yep. They don't think about this shit. They actually kind of need to have like this end of it pulled down, a little bit or something. Yeah, but design so you can actually see the track. I mean, this is good, but yeah, this setup. That's the problem. Yeah. It's just not fun. I mean, aggravation is the last thing that. Yeah. You're too old for this shit. I'm trying to do this with aggravation everywhere. Yeah. Moment aggravation, I'll stay at home. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't have to travel to Orlando. Yeah, you got to travel all over the place. I got plenty at home. Stay at home, get this shit.
So rolling up next, your Poltec Speed, Rotax Micromax. Devin Buteau starting this weekend as your current points leader. Aiden Keel second. Ian Keel sits third. Dylan De Niro fourth. Ricardo Villesmill top 5 in the point standings. Wait, Devin Buteau, 3 wins this season, finished 4th at Anderson. Started out the season at Homestead with a win, Ocala, and then wrapped it up at Fort Myers with 3 straight wins for Devin Buteau. So here's how we'll line them up. Nicholas Berkner in the number 474 on the pole. Tyler Gonzalez outside row 1. Points leader Devin Buteau in row 2 with Harry Colton. In row 3, Ian Keel and Aiden Keel. Row 4, Dylan Gennaro in the 18. There he is in the number 130. He'll be starting 8th. Ricardo Villesmill will be starting 9th. Gino Dorino starting 10th. Verborn to be starting in the 11th spot. Zachary Househead will be starting in the 12th position, starting 13th. Jordan Hefter, James Marr starting 14th. Dave Nipper starting 15th. Tyler Proctor scheduled to start in the 16th spot. So 16 drivers ready to go, 8 laps. Your Poltec Speed, Rotax Micromax. Aiden Keel second in the point standing, still looking for a win this season. Brother Ian got a win at home, at Anderson last race out. Aiden Keel's been on fire with the 4 top 3 finishes. Finished second twice, finished third twice. As Billy going to let him go, we are underway. Pultec Speed, Rotax Micromax. Again, 8 laps as the field will head off of turn number 3. All of a sudden, a freight train of traffic as your leader's going to work their way into turn number 6. A little bit of side-by-side race until that tail end of the field. They'll shuffle them down single file to head right into turn number 7. Oh, Bruckner, you're going to be your early leader as they'll head into turn number 10 for the first time. Pretty good racing early on for that top position. Now working into turn number 5. Got a good 3-cart battle. Well, pretty well nose to tail as they'll work their way into turn number 5. Working her up front in the 4.74. There's your leader off turn 7, running second. That'll be Gonzalez in the 57. So they'll head off at turn number 9. Good little battle there into turn number 10. So top 4 carts pretty well buttoned up now as they'll take that long straightaway. And to see a little flip-flop now, almost for the top spot. Not going to be happening there in turn number 11. As Tyler Gonzalez took a peek to the inside, he was denied. In turn 11, he'll continue that battle into turn 14. There's your leader. Bruckner off of turn 14. Good 4-cart battle coming off of turn 14. Points leader, Devin Buteau. No big surprise there. Devin right there in the mix of things into turn 1. Gonzalez in that blue card holding on the second. Devin Buteau in the 4.08 started third, sitting there in the top 4 as they head into turn number 6. And Bruckner set a fast time earlier in qualifying, 101.557. There's your leaders into turn 7. Devin Buteau holding on to that 4 spot as they'll head into turn number 10. Well, Bruckner earlier leader, Gonzalez holding on to second. A good start for Harry Colton. Harry holding on to that third place spot with Devin Buteau working on him on the entry to turn 11. Devin unable to work around Colton in that third place spot as they'll head into turn number 12. Yeah, 8-lap pre-finals. All finals will be 12 laps as your leaders come off turn 14. 5th, 6th, and 7th, some pretty good racing. Aiden Keel brothers right back where they left off at Anderson. Running 5th and 6th as they head off of turn 1. Need Rotax Senior, KPP Junior, need you to the grid. Rotax Senior, need you to the grid. So no changes. Your leaders work their way into turn 7. Bruckner, Gonzalez, Colton, Buteau as they head off into turn number 9. Pretty good run going for Eden Keel right now. Ian holding on to that 5th spot. No change between Eden and his brother Aiden Keel as they head into turn number 10. Bruckner with his fast lap, 102.160. Right there in lap number 2 with 6 laps to go as your leaders come to the line. Now we'll see that little flip-flop now for that second place position as Gonzalez going to drop back to third. Yeah, Devin Buteau holding on to that 4th place position, continue to hold on to that spot now as they'll work into turn number 7. Meantime, Gonzalez will drop back yet another spot. That'll put the 478 of Harry Colton down into second. So Colton second, running third is Gonzalez. Devin Buteau holds on to 4th. as they'll work their way into turn number 1. There's your leaders off of turn 14. No change up front. Devin Buteau going to swing way wide off of turn 14. Cannot gain any ground. On third place running, Tyler Gonzalez. Tyler very strong right now early on. So halfway, 4 down, 4 to go. Continue to see your one and only leader. Bruckner holding on to that top spot. Started on the pole. Colton running second. Gonzalez third. Devin Buteau holds on to that 4 spot now. He'll move up 1. So Devin Buteau works around Gonzalez. So that'll put Devin Buteau now third. So what started out a pretty good run for Tyler Gonzalez, qualified second. Pretty well ran second for the first couple laps, has dropped back into the tail end of that lead pack of carts as they work into turn number 1. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Continue to see some good racing there as those drivers work into turn 11. That'll be Ian Keel, Aiden Keel. Those drivers now going to work into turn number 14. A good racing there. 5th, 6th, and 7th. They'll head down to the stripe. So your leaders coming into turn number 1. Continue to see Bruckner, your leader. Colton running second, Buteau and Gonzalez. They'll head into turn number 4. We'll see if Devin Buteau can start flexing some muscle now with the lap starting to diminish. Currently sitting third. They'll work their way into turn number 6. Your one and only leader, Bruckner. Boy, we've seen wire-to-wire races in the first 2 races so far, with Miller picking up his win going to wire-to-wire. Then it was Ramirez going to wire-to-wire. Your leaders coming to turn 10. A little snake turn there. They'll exit off of turn 10. They'll take that long straightaway heading down into turn number 11. There's your leaders off turn 14. No changes. They'll now work their way to the start-finish line. The rest of your traffic starting to stretch out. The good little battle, 5th, 6th, and 7th. There's your leaders off turn 1. Time starting to run out now with 6 laps in the books. Final 2 to go. This time by your leaders. Exit off of turn number 5. Bruckner, your leader. Colton running second, running third. Devin Buteau. Then it is the 57 of Gonzalez running fourth on the entry to turn number 7. All nose to tail as they head down into turn number 8. They'll continue that battle. Somebody going to have to make a move pretty soon with just a lap and a half to go. Still head down the straightaway. Devin Buteau going to get out of line. He's going to challenge now for second. Going to back out of it. As Devin trying to get that run on the entry to turn 11 going to be denied. So Bruckner looking to try to make it the 3rd straight driver here today to go wire to wire. He's going to have to cycle around one more time as they head to the stripe. Bruckner, your leader. Colton running second. Devin Buteau and Gonzalez as they pick up the white flag. 1 to go. We'll see if Colton will put a charge on your leader as they come off turn 3. Final circuit as your leaders come into turn 5. There goes Devin Buteau, going to go to the inside of Colton. He'll take that spot away. Now you're going to see a little bit of a gap between first and second. About 3 cart lengths now into turn 7. Shave it down to about 2.5 on the entry to turn number 8. So Devin Buteau on the charge. See if Devin will take a shot at your leaders. They'll come into turn 10. Devin in the 408. Charging on your leader into turn number 11. Bruckner continue to hold that lead. Here comes Devin Buteau, about a cart length behind your leader on the entry to turn 13. Devin keeping the heat on your leader, going to come up short as they head to the line. Bruckner will score the win. Coming home second, Devin Buteau. Colton will pick up that 3rd spot.